Does a mole baby eat chili fries? Oh no, but this 37-year-old certainly does. Hello and welcome to a SmurP video, and today we are looking at X-Men Marvel's Jubilee from the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave. Now here she is in her usual cage. At the top we have the X-Men symbol, which we've known for a while. On the side we have this lovely picture of her with some fireworks. And on the back we have these figures that are in the wave and they build Caliban. Here's a lovely promo picture of Jubilee. Little synthesis. Yada yada yada, and let's get her open. Okay, so this is the figure that I is probably the most excited about, and it's been a very long time coming. Back in 2013 we got the first Jubilee figure, which I think most fans, I was very disappointed that it was her in the Marvel Now universe where she's a vampire, even though we didn't get to see an alternative head with vampire fangs, etc. You know, it was very, why didn't you give us this? I just didn't understand it. So to finally get this now is very cool, and I'm digging it. So she has the usual sunglasses, which is very nice. I think you can take these off. Come on. Okay, it's not going to do it on screen. I will have a look off screen when I have two hands. And there's a different shade of pink there, which is a bit bizarre. And then she got some nice little trouser shorts things that were probably very hip in the early 90s or late 80s, when in the comics she sprang into our world. One thing that I always get disappointed is the coat. So you got the coat here, which is grand, but the arms are yellow as well. So if you take the coat off, it looks absolutely ridiculous without the coat. So some people may decide, hey, I just want, you know, Jubilee without the cloak, even though it would look a bit strange to have her without it. I find it a bit, why go to the effort to make this coat and then just have the arms like that? That's probably a gripe for me. I also feel, maybe it's just me, that she's just a tad bit too tall. You know, let's remember when Jubilee first joined, I think she's a 13-year-old teenager and probably very petite. She's certainly smaller than Wolverine, who's around 4 foot. Correct me if I'm wrong. Around that sort of size. He's very short anyway, and she was very short, like some women are. Anyway, the head sculpt was very cool. I like the radical Jubilee hair. It's got some nice little... Okay, I'm not going to take the glasses off. I think you can get them out. There's a little notch that I think appears in there, and you get 2 extra pairs of glasses, and I think it's because if you put too much pressure on them, they can easily dispatch. So I'm not going to put that pressure on them anyway. But there is the face for a nice little Jubilee face. I've got a little mark within my glass. I'm not sure whether that's just to do with the paint, which is a bit bizarre, but once you get into there, maybe I've taken off a section of the eyebrow. It looks like it. That's a bit disappointing, but I'm never going to show without her glasses anyway. Let's be honest, most people don't. And here is her second head, which has her blowing a bubblegum, which is very nicely 90s style Hubba Bubba. So not much different. So it's pretty much the same head sculpt, just with bubblegum and clearly an open mouth. these are the 2 spare glasses that you get with it. So just in case you do accidentally damage yours or lose an eyebrow. The figure also comes with the Caliban Build-A-Figure torso, which I gotta say is looking very nice. I'm loving the skull there, and I'm looking forward to putting him together in a few days, or maybe more. Now here she is next to the 2013 Vampire Jubilee, and you can really see the difference with head and body. I'm not sure if the coat still feels like that's the same, but definitely different head sculpts, maybe different arms and legs, but there certainly feels like a whole fresh perspective with this new Jubilee figure rather than the one we got a few years back. And I gotta say that I'm absolutely digging it now that I've seen them together. I'm still going to keep Vampire Jubilee. I wish we got a vampire head with her, because that would have been so cool. It would have been perfect. I think the only thing that I'd say that I'm really disappointed in terms of this new Jubilee is there is no real effects, like fireworks effect. We always get like these round circles or these little hand things, but we never get that full-on fireworks effect from this Jubilee. And I think that's probably the most disappointing. Even, you know, we've got a really good effect with Gambit, which I'll look at some point. But with Jubilee, it's like, why haven't we been given that extra bit? Why have we got bubblegum and extra glasses instead of what we really want, that firework effect, which would have been brand spanking spandex awesome. So when I was talking about Jubilee being quite tall, this is what I was kind of referring to. Here we have the recent Wolverine figure that we got with the Apocalypse Wave, and Jubilee is maybe even a little bit taller, and that just doesn't feel right for this 90s Jubilee. I always felt that she was smaller. I might have to go have a look at some comics, watch some of the animation series, but I'm pretty sure she was smaller than Wolverine. But other than that, you know, it's quite nice seeing these two together. And here she is against one of my, probably one of my oldest figures, and probably one of the first that I brought, Wolverine from the Apocalypse Wave. Funny enough, back in the day, what, 2006 or 2005, one of those. And, you know, he still stands up today. And I think he looks a little bit better next to Jubilee, you know, in terms of height-wise. It's not much difference. The only thing that I feel is he's not stocky enough compared to the other Wolverine. But I think he works better next to Jubilee than the other Wolverine. Go astonish them, Wolverine. So, other than the minor gripes that I have, this is a wonderful figure and a great addition to any X-Men fans collection. Especially if you're really into the 90s. You know, that first Jim Lee gold and blue team, I loved it. And that's what we got in the anime show. Okay, it may have been the merge together, but that's where it all kind of stems from. And having this Jubilee in my collection is, you know, what, 13 years I've been collecting Marvel Legends, so it's very, very nice, and about time that we are getting some figures that people have wanted for, you know, over a decade. You know, I've wanted a Jubilee figure, so, you know, thank you Hasbro for that, thank you for listening, thank you for giving us what we want instead of, I know they do rehash sometimes, but they do give us new figures as well. New sculpts, which is great, so well done. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my page SmurredP, follow me on Twitter at SmurredP. No idea what I'm doing there, but I'm doing it anyway, and embrace the geekiness. Goodbye.